Good morning everybody. Welcome to today's online class. In today's class, we will be discussing about what is verb. We have 8 parts of speech. In that, verb is a part of speech which is very crucial and which is very important. Basically, what do you mean by a verb? A verb is a word that indicates action, condition or state and position. That means it indicates an action, what action we are doing. Similarly, what is the condition of us? Like for example, I am happy or I am good or I am lazy. And position. Position indicates like something belongs to us or we own something. So verb is a word that indicates action, condition or state and position. Now just look at the following examples. I read newspaper, we drink milk, I teach English. In all the 3 sentences, read, drink and teach, all these underlined words are action words because they tell about action or they tell about what we are doing. Any action word will be coming under verb. Similarly, when you see about I am an Indian, he is ill, we are good, is, am, are, these verbs, actually they are helping verbs or auxiliary verbs, but they tell about the condition or the situation or the state of an individual. So verb denotes an action, similarly condition or state. And now if you see these examples, I have a bike, he has a car, they have a house. In this, have, has, they indicates possession of something, that something belongs to them. That means we own something. For example, I can say I have a car or I have a bike or I have a house. This have indicates that we own something or something belongs to us. So what is a verb? A verb is a word that indicates action, condition or state and position. Now we will be learning about what are the 2 different types of verbs. Thank you. Now let us see the different types of verbs. We have main verbs and auxiliary verbs. Main verbs are also called as action verbs or lexical verbs. Main verbs talks about what action we are doing. All the action words will be coming under main verbs. Apart from that, we have auxiliary verbs. Auxiliary verbs are also called as helping verbs. Now let us see in auxiliary verbs. Again they are divided into modal verbs and primary verbs. Modal verbs are the verbs which are used to express our language. They tell about probability, obligation, responsibility, all those things. They are helpful to make our language look more softer and more convincing. Like can, could, shall, should, will, would, may, might, ought, etc. These are all modal verbs. Right? Apart from modal verbs, we have primary verbs. In primary verbs, they are again divided into have forms, do forms, be forms. Have forms are has, have, having, had. For example, she has a bicycle or I have a car or I am having an ice cream or I had a motorcycle. Similarly, do forms. Did you do your homework? Okay. Do you know how to speak in English? Okay. What are you doing? Have you done your work? All these do forms comes under the primary verbs of auxiliaries. And similarly, to make our language look more fluent and grammatically correct, supporting the action verbs, sometimes we mostly use the helping verbs. Every sentence either contains a main verb or a helping verb. Without a main verb or a helping verb, neither of the two, the sentence will not exist. Now see, be forms are am, is, are, was, were, been, being, etc. These are the words which will be used as be forms. Now let us come to the main verbs or action verbs. In action verbs, we have again 2 types. One is transitive verb, other one is intransitive verb. What do you mean by transitive verb? A transitive verb is a verb where the action is passed to the object. Where the action is passed to the object. I mean it contains a definite object and the object will be receiving the action. For example, it contains an object. Okay, action is passed. Action is passed from the verb to the object. For example, he kicked the ball. When he kicked the ball is receiving the action. So that kind of verbs are called as transitive verb. What is a transitive verb? A transitive verb is a word which contains an object where the object receives the action. I mean the action is experienced by the object. I ate ice cream. Now this the eating action is received by the ice cream. We can easily identify a transitive verb. How can we easily identify transitive verb? By putting a question to the verb. Now what did you eat? Ice cream. Similarly, what did you kick? The ball. So when a sentence contains a verb and if that verb is doing some action and if it is received by the object, then it is called as transitive verb. Now let us go for intransitive verb. Intransitive verbs, they do not contain a definite object. Now transitive contains an object whereas intransitive do not contain a definite object. For example, she sings well. Okay, she sings well, but is anyone receiving the action? Well is only a compliment given here. How is she singing? We are not accessing. Okay, we are only saying that she sings well, but is the action received by someone or what she sings? No, it is not correct. Similarly, he writes neatly. He writes neatly. Write is a verb here, but we are not having an object. For example, if you say he writes a book, then that would have been correct. But here we are not using an object. Well and neatly doesn't come under object. So these kind of verbs or these kind of sentences which do not contain a definite object, they are called as intransitive verbs. So transitive verbs, intransitive verbs. Similarly, auxiliaries have modal verbs and primary verbs. Primary verbs contains have forms, do forms and be forms. And similarly, modals contains can, could, shall, should, will, would, may, might, etc. In the next class, we will be discussing about the other parts like where are we supposed to use modal verbs and what is the role and importance of the remaining auxiliary verbs. We shall see in the next class. Thank you. Have a nice day.